We are here at Google's offices in San Francisco with Jason Toff, and he is a Google Product Marketing Manager for Google Voice. And he's standing in front of their new phone booth, which turned out to be a surprise hit of your morning announcement. Tell us about this phone booth. Where did this idea come from?
Yeah, so this was just an idea we had to help promote Google Voice. We thought, wouldn't it be fun to combine the old school retro London-style phone booth with modern technology, Google Voice. And so we created a prototype phone booth, put it on Google's campus for a few months, and it was really popular. So now we're working on rolling it out elsewhere.
And how did you go from having one of these phone booths on Google's campuses, several months ago, and deciding that this was a way to go to get it out there in the public and as a way to market the product?
So, well, two things happened. First of all, the booth in our lobby on campus had a lot of people visiting it and using it, and so we saw that people were fascinated and liked it. And meanwhile, we started talking to some universities, contacts we already had there, and mentioned the idea of putting a booth there, and they were super psyched about it. They wanted to offer this sort of thing, free calling anywhere in the world, to their students. And so it seemed to really work out that we could promote Google Voice in a small way, but also help out students on these campuses.
Yeah. As of today, how many do you have ready to go, and how many do you plan to roll out in the near term at least?
So we have 5 built. I can't talk about the details of how many we're going to roll out, but we're exploring different options. We're looking for big universities and airports where a lot of people will be able to try the booth. So it's still to be determined.
How many universities and airports are you talking to, and what are some of your qualifications? I know you said universities have to be fairly large, and what are some other factors you're considering?
It's mainly size. We're mainly looking for places that a lot of people traffic, so a lot of people can not only see but use the phone booth. So that's our number one criteria.
Can you name any locations that you do expect to see this in very soon?
Can't name any locations yet. If you stay tuned in the next few months, maybe sooner, you'll find out some specifics.
But Jason, off camera, you said ASU.
So ASU we're talking to, they were the first Google Apps school, and they are super psyched to have a booth, but we're still talking with them and figuring out exact terms and placement.
So walk us through the process now of making a call. I guess you can call my cell phone, or you can call someone else who's nearby. Mike Nelson's actually right there, so you can call him. But let's give us a little walkthrough.
Okay. So we kept it really simple. All you have to do to make a phone call is pick up the phone. Within a few seconds, you're going to hear a voice that says, "Enter the number you want to dial." You enter it. You hit pound just to let them know, to let the phone know that you're done dialing the number. And then it'll ring just as it normally would. It'll come from a blocked number so that people can't call back into the booth. But that's the gist of it. You just pick up and then dial.
So what is that white square right there in the middle? What is that intended for?
This is blank right now, and the actual thing will put information like google.com/.
So that's not going to be a secret video screen option?
No.
So why the old school style London phone booth, and why a traditional phone that has like the cent sign in there for you to drop in quarters, though I imagine you can't really do that, and there's a slot on the bottom to collect your coins, which you'll never pay.
Yep. Yeah, we just wanted to make it look really fun and cool and sort of magical, and so hopefully people pass by this booth and they say, "Wow, that's really neat." And even if they don't use it, it's like a fun prop at an airport or at a university, and we didn't want to create another billboard or something annoying that people have to walk past. We want to create something fun that they enjoy looking at and that maybe they enjoy using.
What's the general cost to Google? I mean, in terms of manufacturing this, installing them, keeping them up and running.
So I can't talk about the cost to build the booth. The costs for the phone are similar to the same cost that we'd have when people make phone calls via Google Voice. So we've negotiated low rates, luckily, internationally, but I can't talk about specifics. Cool.
Well, when do you expect them to come out eventually? Like next month? When will the first booth be installed?
We're working on them now, so hopefully in the next few months. Next few months, yeah. One other thing I want to point out that's pretty cool is there's a light inside the booth. It's not on at the time, but there's a solar panel hooked up to the outside. So this booth is completely solar powered to power the light, and then just requires a phone line for the actual phone. So we made sure it was green, and there's just a little touch that we added that we thought would be fun.
Green and free. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, guys. Thank you.
Thanks very much.